Hi Kiwi, and welcome back to another episode of Hades 1. Today we are going to be doing a speedrun with the aspect of Hestia. This is our mirror setup. Most importantly, we are taking Fiery Presence to increase our initial hits. We are going to be taking High Confidence to have more damage as long as our HP is above a certain threshold. We are going to take the Aphrodite Keepsake, try to get her attack, combo that with the Artemis Special for Heartrend. Again, we are running the aspect of Hestia, which gets an enhanced damage every time we reload. I'm actually going to remember to switch out my Chthonic Keepsake and take Meg for a change so that we can actually have her one-shotting mini-bosses. And we are going to take 9 heat. This is optimal for speedrunning because Extreme Measures level 2 makes Lernie's heads spawn close together so that we can hit them, kill them off more quickly, and Forced Overtime makes enemies spawn in faster. We do not take Tight Deadline despite it being a speedrun because we want to find survival rooms that temporarily pause the timer.
Starting assignment now.
Story rooms, Thanatos, Nectar room, or fountain rooms rather, all pause the timer and help contribute to a faster run. We start off getting, well, none of these are exactly ideal for us for a speedrun, but I guess Triple Bomb isn't terrible, so we'll take that, because then we can use our special offensively. Kind of the optimal thing to do for Hestia is to use its special while you are reloading, because the animation for reloading takes about the same time as tossing out your special. Alternatively, you can use it like that to pop things as they spawn in. There's an Aphrodite room, but we take Chaos here because Chaos saves time. It's a short chamber like our mid shop and end shops. It's not a thing that pauses the timer. But it does take very little time to get through. As far as what we take here, the special damage could be nice, but I think I will honestly take this. 43% damage striking undamaged foes. That synergizes very well with Fiery Presence and Hestia's burst kind of nature. Lets us kill enemies very quickly on spawn. Being offered Artemis and Aphrodite here, I think I actually take the Artemis room. The reason for that is we have the Aphrodite Keepsake. We're guaranteed to see Aphrodite again soon. We are not guaranteed to see Artemis again, and getting her in the God Pool actually helps us a fair bit. All right, let's see what Artemis gives us.
Got you something I bet you could use.
Again, of her options, okay, we didn't even get the option of taking her attack, so we'll take her special. That will set us up for Heartrend. We want chances to crit on all of our damage, so we'll go for the palm here or the coin. This one's a tougher decision. I think I'll take the palm for the enhanced special damage. That'll be pretty decent for us. Arguing towards coin though, because then I could afford a boon from the mid shop, but I think we go palm. I feel damage up here will benefit us more in the long run. I still haven't quite gotten the flow state, if you will, of reload then shoot, or sorry, not reload then shoot. I've got reload then shoot down fine. It's reload dash special then shoot. Weaving in the specials is where I'm kind of falling off. But Triple Bomb certainly helps us because it adds a little bit of extra damage beyond our just reloading sort of nature to this run.
Evolved a new effect.
All right, we've already got the enhanced first hit damage now, which is awesome. These enemies that actually have very little HP are better to just shoot down, probably. I don't actually know for sure which is more optimal. If we have a bunch of numbskulls with damage control, then I know what I'm doing, but HP isn't great. Here we have an Aphrodite room. I'm gonna skip the Well of Charon because I will be able to afford a boon from the shop if I hold onto my coin.
Let's go, lads.
I don't have to worry about nearly as much about back attack since I'm not running the alternative to Fiery Presence. What is it? Shadow Presence?
That's what you
Think of all those you love, and may they spur your courage, little godling.
All right, give us a good attack, Aphrodite. Ooh, she gave us her highest rarity attack. That's phenomenal. 96% bonus damage, enhanced by, is there actually anything to enhance it by right now? I suppose not. Well, I guess enhanced by the fact that every time we tag an enemy for the first time, they are taking a pretty sizable amount of bonus damage. This is what I love most about Hestia, is it's really just a reload, shoot, and watch an enemy die in milliseconds. We're already up to the mid shop. There's a fish here. I'm gonna go actually legit on the speedrun and not waste money on, or waste time on fish. The question is, do I take Poseidon here? I could make an argument for Splash Dash. Splash Dash could do a lot of damage. I know it's called Tidal Dash, but you know. Alternatively, I hold out. Honestly, the best god on this run entirely after Aphrodite and Artemis is Ares, because we can get the, is it Urge to Kill? It's whichever boon makes us do more damage after killing an enemy. So I think I hold out for Ares and try to force him on the next floor. All right, we've got HP in the next chamber, which HP isn't great for a speedrun, but it does help us maybe maintain high confidence a little bit better. I do appreciate the fact that I can toss out bombs as enemies are spawning in and just nuke them on arrival. Plus, if I crit, I'm doing a lot of damage. Unfortunately, enemies that spawn away from each other aren't ideal for me, but I can make it work. Again, numbskulls, because they have so little HP, you can probably just, it's faster to just tag them with your attack than reloading.
Not yet.
I saw that we have a palm or a coin. We have plenty of coin right now. We can easily afford something from the end shop. So let's go the route of the palm again, and if we get this on our attack, we are going to have a pretty sizable damage steroid for ourselves. Unfortunately, that lout did just dash right outside of my special. I guess I have to aim where they're going rather than where they're spawning in, or I just kind of dash away and let them walk into it. That could work too.
Power.
At the bare minimum, I just need to make sure that I'm constantly attacking and reloading at all times. We'll take the shop here and see what God is offered. Poseidon again. This time I might actually take Poseidon. The reason for taking Poseidon here is mostly just the fact that it will lock in our third god, and if I force Ares on the next floor, I don't have to worry about another random god showing up. The real question is there any other god I would want here? Zeus is whatever, although his call would be pretty good damage. Athena, I think, is useless for this run, at least as far as I can think off the top of my head. Similarly, Dionysus doesn't synergize with our build, nor does Demeter. So, you know what? Splash Dash is damage. We'll take it. Okay. So, I'm going to buy the Hermes boon first.
Pleasure doing business.
How strange of a coincidence that you keep running into me along the riverside like this. Don't you agree there, cuz?
All right, Hermes, set us up for... We'll do a reroll. That Swift Strike is kind of appealing until you realize that I'm only attacking once and then reloading. Let's reroll and see if we can set ourselves up for rush delivery.
Maybe.
Greater evasion. Okay, we'll take auto reload. Now, this is suboptimal, all things considered, but it could get us bad news, which is a 50% damage up, so it's still potentially good. And then we'll take Poseidon as well. Of course, he's not going to offer us a dash. We'll take Floodshot, I suppose. Is that actually worth it? I honestly think I'll take Ocean's Bounty. If I can afford more in the shop by getting this coin up percentage, that might actually benefit us more in the long run.
Power of the sea.
All right, so can we have a sub 3-minute Meg?
Fury sisters?
Probably not.
He's here. Let's get to work, sisters.
Right there.
I was trying to hold her in place by standing in front of her, but this was a messy Meg.
Come, wretches, on my authority.
Those crits are nice, and now we've got a flow going. I forgot to use my Boiling Blood, though, which is unfortunate. That's a waste of damage, and I'm missing a lot of shots on her. There we go. All right.
Every time.
Still pretty fast, all things considered. Almost under 3 minutes. That was just... I definitely could have gotten under 3 minutes. I was just trying to be too fancy for my own good. Again, I don't have a lot of practice running these, like, super speedrunny sorts of runs. It's hard enough fighting the urge to open an Infernal Trove or go for a fishing point, you know? All right, so I think what I'll do here is I'll take the Ares Keepsake, even though arguably the Adamant Arrowhead's the better choice to set up for Heartrend. I want to get Ares into the pool so that we can more reliably get that that boon that I mentioned. Nothing here that I want, and anything to sell. At this point, no. We'll hold on to. We're gonna hold on to auto reload again, because even if it doesn't do anything for us in the long run or in the short term, it may inevitably set us up for a really powerful legendary off of Hermes. So I think it's worth keeping for now. Look for some gold pots on the ground. Erebus is a bit of a time waste, I think. So we'll go for this Hermes room, and hopefully we see something we like.
Wave makers.
I love that I can kill things on spawn. That feels so satisfying.
Looks like those lifeless wretches you're contending with down there are really on the move this time around, aren't they, boss? Oh well, you're faster still, I'm sure.
All right, let's see what we get. Greater haste 30%. Yeah, I think we take that because worst case scenario, we get nothing, but best case scenario, we get either rush delivery or bad news when we get to the Styx. There's always the chance that we get nothing and that he doesn't show up in the later floors. But it's not. But there's a decent chance he does show up in the Styx shop, and if he does, there's a very high chance of us getting something really good as a result of that. The reload on our special is pretty long, and I have to respect that more than I'm currently. Mobile enemies are a problem with my special as well, because it's just so hard to tag them before they dash away. Immobile enemies, on the other hand, are very easy to deal with. So he says, and then fails to hit them at all. Awkward.
Hello, Lord
That was a longer room than I needed it to be.
Your endless war against the dead. Let it be known that I am happy to take sides in such affairs. Please, I insist.
Alright, Ares, give us Urge to Kill. This is honestly worth re-rolling for, I think, so I'll re-roll once and see what I get.
What about these?
Battle. Oh, here it is. Battle Rage. After slaying a foe, your next attack or special deals more damage by 150%. I will very gladly take that. That's going to be a huge damage up for this build. We've got Shop or Palm. We take Shop because this is a room without fighting, therefore we clear it very quickly. And we've got Poseidon showing up again, or the Palm. I go for the Palm here, I think. I purchased that. And that gives us another 14% damage on the attack, which is lovely. We do not fight Charon here. Charon will be a huge time sink. And we are getting a mini-boss chamber, which means I can probably burst it with Meg very quickly. Let's see if we can set this up. Almost popped that guy before he could even attack. Wow. Yeah, this layering of special, with or without crit, just melts enemies so nicely. I like that the base damage on our attack is also 420.
Hear me on my authority.
Can always appreciate those memes, right, Kiwi? Alright, and then we take Urge to Kill here. 13% more attack, special, and cast damage is more damage. Oh, and we're getting a story room with Eurydice, which is lovely. What we want to do here, actually, is the question, do we take the increased rarity or do we roll for an increased rarity on our attack? Let's see, what boons could it also hit? Ocean's Bounty, Greater Haste, Battle Rage, Urge to Kill, Auto Reload. There are a lot of boons it could hit that wouldn't be ideal for that rarity increase, I think. But alternatively, what do I stand to gain with that rarity, a future boon rarity increase? Because the only thing I'm really hunting for at this point is Pressure Points, Hunter's Mark, and Heartrend. So, realistically speaking, I honestly think I go for what I have rather than what I could have.
You're back. Well, see you later.
Maybe that's a mistake, but I'm going to go for it. Let's see what we get.
As you wish.
It hit the attack key. We have Heroic Attack and Heroic Greater Haste. If we get a Rush Delivery, that is going to be a huge damage up for us. And at the very least, it makes us move faster, which, you know, speedrunners kind of like to do that. But we are one-shotting even the tankiest enemies in an Asphodel right now, which is quite nice. I'm getting very bad spawn luck here. That thing spawned half across the room and then didn't show up.
Just a bit longer. Ready.
I think I still have high confidence, thankfully. I've taken a little bit more damage than I would like. This room had really bad RNG for monster layout, unfortunately. There's the shop. We can't afford anything in the shop, so we go for the Palm here. This is the end shop, that's why I know I'm not going to be forced into an encounter that would take more time than taking the shop here. Alright, one Palm for us.
Gods grant me
Onto the
strength.
attack for another 10% damage, up to 165% damage. Our base damage on the attack is kind of insane. Imagine if we do get Pressure Points, Heartrend, and crit with that Aphrodite attack. We are going to do so much damage.
I know you missed me, Lerny, and I missed you too.
Alright. So, drop a bunch of specials, reload, and attack. Look at that damage. Also remembering to drop my cast stone onto his head so that I can get the bonus damage that way. First head spawning over here, so we're going to go ahead and pop that instantly on arrival. Drop some specials over here. Reload, shoot, reload, shoot. And there goes Lerny's first set of heads. Accidentally didn't reload there, but we're fine. Okay. We want heads to kind of spawn together if we can, because then we can clear them all out at once. Doesn't always work out that way, but every time they get spawned together, we can drop specials and just AoE nuke them. That's 2 heads, that's 3 heads, that's 4 heads, that's 5 heads. Okay, We don't have high confidence, unfortunately, because I took way too much damage there, but I am still doing absolute work. And I knew that he was going to die there, so I just started positioning towards the door. I started dashing upwards and to the left.
That's what you get.
Although the timer does pause after you beat the boss, so maybe that's suboptimal. Maybe I don't need to do that, like, quote-unquote optimization after all. Alright, so we've got Ares in the god pool. Now we take Artemis and force her to give us Heartrend, or hope that she gives us Heartrend at minimum pressure points, or Hunter's Mark are ideal, but we can't get Hunter's Mark without... We have crit chance on the special, so technically we can get Hunter's Mark now. I think pressure points overall is the biggest damage up potential. Nothing here I want to sell, per se. I think we are below the threshold for high confidence, so I will actually buy this Hydrolite. That'll heal us up and give us more damage than anything else I think we can get right now, aside from God Boons, which, sure, if we get a mid-shop and I can't afford things, that's going to feel really icky, but we're not at that point yet. And in the short term, it's more damage, I would say. Plus, I'm so prone to taking damage in Elysium. Let's see, hammer or palm? We go for the hammer here. We didn't get the best luck in terms of hammers for what Hestia likes the most, but honestly, no one's going to cry about triple bomb on Hestia. Is it suboptimal? I don't even know, honestly. It's pretty decent. Of course, we get enemies that dash away. I mean, every enemy seems to be fairly mobile in every biome except for Tartarus, so maybe I'm crying for the wrong reasons here. Let's see. Ooh, rocket bomb. Okay. Well, I wasn't expecting to get rocket bomb here, but I'm not going to complain about rocket bomb on any form of the rail. Okay, we've got triple rocket bomb. That is exciting. And here's Artemis, so we'll go ahead and take a look at her, see if she can give us pressure points. You know, rocket bomb only works if you can actually shoot your enemies with it. It would also help if enemies were within range and not hiding behind walls. Seems like I'm not having much success with rocket bomb after all. Oh well. It also, I can't prep it like I did before with the lob on the base rocket, so maybe this was suboptimal. I'm not sure. Alright, support fire Hunter's Mark. Ooh, epic tier Hunter's Mark. 58% chance to crit on anyone marked. Light of Ixion saves us a room, so we will take that. And then Ares versus Coin here. We take Ares. I don't think Ares has anything directly to benefit us with, but... 1 second. I've never noticed them leaving like little speed stripes behind them. Has that always been the case? I think we still need to open up with our attack before we use our special. These butterfly balls are very tanky and unfortunately take 2 hits regardless to kill. Let's see. So my thought process with taking Ares is I could take Blood Frenzy, which if I get a Death Defiance, I get HP or damage up. It's, realistically speaking, probably not worth it. None of these are really worth it either. If I reroll, am I wasting a reroll? Curse of Vengeance is technically damage up, I guess. That's probably the one thing I could take. Yeah, either Curse of Vengeance or... Pardon me, Blood Frenzy would be options. I don't want to take his... I guess I'll take his dash. His dash is damage for us. We'll take that. And then, do I want the Chaos Gate? Or we got the mid shop, so honestly, the mid shop's easier to contend with than the Chaos Gate would be. Because I don't take damage that way, I keep high confidence, potentially. Yeah, I think for the sake of keeping high confidence, I will not take the Chaos Gate. The reason why I bought the Light of Ixion was primarily for the fact that it could let us skip a encounter if I had better RNG than I did. Trials are time waste, so we don't take them. We go straight for this mini-boss with Ares, and we remember to use Meg.
Hey, Meg.
Back off.
Soul-sucking butterflies.
Gotta love seeing those crits on the special.
I'll keep my soul for now, thanks.
Alright. And there's Blood Frenzy, 30% more damage if we lose a Death Defiance in a boss encounter. Well, in any encounter, but we're not going to really be losing it outside of boss encounters. We'll go for the Palm here again. It's more damage, therefore it is better. I feel like my reloads are getting eaten when I try to use my special. I gotta be careful about that. In hindsight, I do think taking rocket bombs was actually suboptimal for my build. That's okay. At the end of the day, I am learning how to speedrun this game, and I still have a lot of learning to do. Would you stop running? All right, Urge to Kill, Battle Rage. I think we put this on the special for the extra 11% damage it gives. And then we've got, ooh, Story Room, excellent. So this will give us a huge damage steroid on our attack. We're gonna be melting those heroes.
That's it to be concerned about. We're faring well enough, and may you fare the same.
All right, let's see. So we're gonna take Cyclops Jerky Select, 60% more attack damage on our attack for the next 10 rooms. There's always the possibility that sees its way to Hades. Given our track record in this game, it probably won't. And then HP versus Poseidon here. I could take Poseidon because he could give us Ocean's Bounty and give us more coin, versus HP, which just gives us survivability and makes it a little bit easier to maintain high confidence. I think ultimately I've talked myself into Poseidon, though. I feel like my special is good for after I've done my initial hit. So I think my special might out DPS the attack a little bit after the first hit, assuming I get crits. Crits are kind of the big caveat on that, too. But they offer more AoE since we haven't had good hammer luck, unfortunately.
Can't do that.
Trying to position correctly for these shielders is a bit of a pain. Also doesn't help if I thread the needle with those specials and they just miss entirely.
You're looking somewhat stronger than before there, little nephew. But you're much too scrawny still to be quite blunt. So here, let's fatten you right up.
What do you consider fattening? Bloodshot, Poseidon's Aid, or Sunken Treasure? I feel like Sunken Treasure is probably the thing that fattens us up because it gives us food. Alright, we'll take that. There's a little bit of time lost picking up all these things. There's the shop. We'll take the shop because, again, we want to see more Artemis and Aphrodite's duo, potentially. Alright, so we buy this. And there it is, Heartrend. We now deal 150% more damage to crits when foes are weakened.
Always hits the spot.
That palm hit the dash, which is unfortunate, but we're on to the heroes. We're going to pop Meg as soon as we come out.
You face the champion and me. Ready yourself.
Megara?
Get back.
I missed Asterius, so I still haven't learned how to properly angle that, unfortunately. Our ooh, we just crit for 2,400 damage on our attack. Gotta love it. And they're both phased.
Not now.
Goddess Athena, lend to me your strength.
I'd probably just tank the hits and just focus on bursting them down with rocket bombs, honestly. Alright, Theseus is popped. Asterius is... I'm popped. Oops. Well, that's fine. I don't mind losing a Death Defiance for the sake of killing faster. We're averaging a sub 3-minute run floor, which is pretty cool.
I won again, Shade, thanks to your support.
But it seems very unlikely that I'm going to get the sub 10 minutes. That said, my PB is a 11:32, I believe, so I've still got a lot of room to beat my previous record, assuming Styx RNG is kind to us, which we all know how this is going to end, Kiwi. It's always how it ends. So that begs the question, what is the final keepsake I'm going to take going into here? Probably Bone Hourglass if we can get some lucky Wells of Charon. We're not getting lucky Wells of Charon. Unfortunate. I probably still take the Bone Hourglass on the off chance it gives something good later. Alternatively, I take the Lambent Plume because that could grant us precursors to Hermes legendaries and Rush Delivery, but we already have both precursors to those, so I don't feel like it's super necessary. So I think, realistically speaking, best option for me is probably Bone Hourglass, betting on Well of Charon RNG, which honestly, maybe I reroll here because I have everything I need in my build, right? Aside from pressure points, I suppose. So why don't we reroll? Well, actually, I guess that begs the question, if I do get what I want, can I afford it? I only have 50 coin. Let's reroll once and see what we get.
Got anything else?
Special does 40% more damage for 14 encounters. That was worth it. That was absolutely worth it. And I don't need to sell anything here, so on to the next floor. Alright, we've got some nice damage steroids. Again, if we are lucky enough to see a Hermes boon in the Styx shop, there's always the question of, can I afford it, given I have literally no coin right now? But it could give us a huge damage up.
Hope it's nicer outside than it is in
Regrettably,
here.
we would have liked to see that damage up way earlier in the run, and that's why I think in part this run is a bit slower than I think is ideal. But let's see, do we see Hermes? We do see the 500 coin Hermes. We see Aphrodite with a mini-boss, we see HP with a mini-boss. I think we take Aphrodite first, and then we'll go for HP afterwards.
What's in here? Okay.
Our special, woo-hoo-hoo, look at those numbers. Okay, there is a chance here. I still need to crit. for things to work out and we can bounce Hunter's Mark. But we might be honestly switching from attack-based focus to special-based focus because of our RNG. 3k crit with that attack. Yowzers, that's brutal.
This blasted place again.
Hate to see not getting crits on that special 3 times over. Okay, so I think the optimal strategy is we attack.
I accept this message.
We attack, we drop 3 specials, reload, dash away, and then attack again and repeat. Is there anything from Aphrodite I particularly want at this point, or am I just taking her because she was a mini-boss chamber, which we kill faster? I forgot to Meg. If I had Megged, I would have killed that boss so much faster. Oh my goodness, I'm dumb. I mean, Sweet Surrender would give us more damage against weak afflicted foes if we... I don't know if I want to reroll for that, though. I mean, I don't have anything else to reroll for aside from Hermes, and I can only reroll once with the number of rerolls I have. So let's reroll here, see if I get anything that gives us damage.
None of these.
Sweet Surrender, 15% more damage against weak afflicted foes. Awesome.
No way.
Alright. So still can't afford anything. I'm not likely going to be able to afford that Hermes boon, and we do not waste time going for extra chambers just for the sake of affording that, because the net time loss is far worse than the net time gained. Oh, it's one tanky satyr. I think I might honestly use Megs for these rooms. These pillars blocking my attack just feel bad. Let's see, what do we get from here? Attack plus 30% damage. Honestly, that's more valuable than most of what Hermes can give with our average RNG. Granted, we might be having better than average RNG on this run. 3,087 damage on that attack crit. Alright, I remember to use Meg this time, and it jumped out of Meg. My gosh, what awful luck. And there's a Death Defiance, because I just let the poison tick. Well, not only did we not get the 2-chamber Styx, which means we might lose our Cyclops Jerky Select, unfortunately.
Keep searching.
Just bad luck all around. Even if I take the coin here, there's no way I can afford that Hermes boon. So I could take the palm for the damage it gives. I think that's probably optimal. Watch us get a 5-chamber stick on a really good pace PB, you know? Like, we are on the route to PB. And how much do you want to bet I just get the worst possible luck? Let's go ahead and sell Blade Dash. I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to need it. The other 2 are potential damage steroids for the run. So we'll hold on to those. Don't know what my auto target was aiming at there, but it missed the thing that I was standing point blank against, and that feels really lousy. Critting against an enemy with 1 HP doesn't feel nearly as good as I would hope it would. Yeah, those rats all have 1 HP. So, moment of truth. Do we get the 3-chamber sticks to make up for the really bad RNG otherwise for Styx? Do we get it? Do we see it? We don't. Alright, PB is dead, Kiwi. Hate to see it. But that's just what speedrunning with RNG is, unfortunately. PB pace until RNG and the final chambers just ruin it for us. Feels bad. Still, at least we got to see the triple bomb heart rend combo just come to fruition. Very strong. Critting for 3k. Critting for... Yeah, I think our highest number was like 2950 about. Alright, I think I just kind of spam rockets into the wall here, but auto target says no, you turn around and miss.
There we go.
Thanks, auto target. You've got my back. Literally. Because you're not aiming in front of me, that's for sure. 172 on the attack versus... I think Heartbreak Strike is still the better option here, so we'll take that. Alright, well, I have 15 seconds to kill Hades, and I don't even have the access to Hades, so I guess we're gonna go for the coin after all. The game heard, oh, you want the Hermes boon? Well, here, have it. Oh, gosh. Awful. Awful RNG. I wonder if selling Ocean's Bounty will give me more coin than if I kept it here. 55% more coin from 100, or actually it would be 200, so that would be about 100 coins, so it's not worth selling, if my math is correct. And I don't know if my math is correct, but I believe a enhanced coin chamber from Styx gives 200 coin. Although I guess this isn't an enhanced chamber, so it would have only been 100 coin, so I guess selling it would have been worth it, but oh well. Like I said, if my math is correct, my math wasn't correct. What a surprise. Oh, gosh, I'm taking so much damage here. I'm playing a little recklessly.
Can't do that.
All right, do we get at least the 4-chamber sticks? Let's find out. We are dealing 912 at base on our attack, which is just kind of wild. We don't have high confidence. I think I'll buy the HP here.
That's a relief.
It's not enough to get us to back into high confidence range, but we do get the, okay, we've got the Satyr Sack, so we'll heal up, and that'll bump us back up to full. Okay, we can afford the Hermes boon. Well, we're already past PB pace, so we may as well go take it and see what it gives.
I'll take this one.
Don't normally go selling off my blessings to the highest bidder, boss, but your bid there is good enough for me.
All right, what have you got, Hermes? All right, there is a rush delivery of 75%. That is some good damage.
The prince compels the multi-headed hound to let him pass.
We have most certainly lost our Cyclops Jerky Select, so we have lost the 60% damage modifier on our attack.
Boy.
But we've got the one that we bought from the shop that was either 30 or 40%, and then we might still have the one from our special, but I think we lost that one too, because we just had the worst possible Styx RNG.
Oh, hi, Father.
Oh well, it was still a really clean run, all things considered.
No matter how often you defeat me, I shall face you here.
I'll save Meg for phase 2, or at least phase 1 with Icky Enemy if he spawns in some really annoying things to contend with. So we go ahead and tag him with an attack, pop, special, hit him with Boiling Blood to start enhancing our attack. And now we're doing just rapid 690s. If we get crits on the... I think if we get crits on the special, we out DPS our attack. So I will try and prioritize that if I can. I think we just ignore his friends and try to burst him down. Of course, auto target refuses to ignore his friends.
Oh, damn it.
And I refuse to ignore his attacks. Well, actually, you know what? If we get a proc of Blood Frenzy here, that's a pretty sizable damage up for us, so I'm not going to complain about that. It just puts me in a pretty bit of a pickle in case I die. I'm going to drop Meg here, honestly.
Hey, Meg.
Get back.
Please. Okay, she's going to hit Hades. Awesome.
Time.
All right, we lost our last Death Defiance, but that does activate Blood Frenzy, which is damage up for us. I'm not enjoying our auto target, choosing any target other than Hades. All right, we're on to phase 2. My heart's racing a little bit just because I am in a bad position. Okay, he's going to give us free damage. We'll take it. Oh gosh. Free damage only works if we don't take the damage. All right, we're almost phased. I'm going to have to bail out here. And then I can dash behind him and shoot him. You know why I'm having trouble? We're on rush. We have 2 levels of forced overtime. I forgot. Oh, hey, Dad. All right. I don't want to risk getting hit by him, so I'm going to play it safe there. I can kite him out here real easy, though. There we go. Okay. 1323. Awful time, honestly.
I'm not as limber as I used to be, while you...
For me,
I could have had you.
honestly, the run was going so well until Styx. Yeah, there were some sub-optimizations through the run, but overall, it was a pretty strong run. I think in hindsight, like Triple Bomb, Rocket Bomb did really good damage, so I don't want to downplay that, and I think it honestly probably carried the run more than I'm willing to acknowledge. But I feel like I would have been more reliable if I hadn't taken Rocket Bomb, because then I could have lobbed the shot and started reloading my attack to get better hits. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but yeah, we're not even close to our record of 11-11. I forgot that we have an 11-11 on the bow. Not even a PB on the rail, mind you. That feels kind of lame. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Styx RNG said a hard nope to our PB. All right, but that was still, again, a pretty solid run. So what do we honor here? Absolutely to honor that heroic attack. So let's get that up top first, I think. I like having my colors at the top. So, aspect of Hestia, aspect of Heartbreak, Strike, Greater Haste, and Rush Delivery. Actually, you know what? I think if we have Rush Delivery, I think it speaks for itself what we have in terms of Greater Haste. Let's get rid of that. We want to show off Heartrend for sure. And then... what would be the last thing? I don't really want to honor a Rocket Bomb, frankly, because I feel like it was a detriment to the run. And again, I could be wrong about that. Hunter's Mark isn't bad. Yeah, we'll take Hunter's Mark. So we crit for 3k casually while we were not even focusing on our damage in that regard. 93 win streak. Still a pretty fast clear, all things considered. Just not close to what I wanted. Oh well.
Although there are innumerable ways for one to die, our danger-seeking prince has come to know a sizable variety.
Alright, let's do our house roundup and call it a night. Kiwi, I hope you've enjoyed watching. And Well, hopefully you're not as heartbroken as I am about how our PB pace just got ruined by RNG like
Please, everybody, hold your applause.
so many other speedruns do. I mean, realistically speaking, that sort of build is not hard to maintain or acquire.
I have your back, no matter what.
That said, the odds of getting a epic tier Heartbreak Strike into a heroic Heartbreak Strike,
Cerberus makes no attempt to move.
or whatever Aphrodite's attack is called,
Go and steal some fear in those wretches out there, would you?
and triple rockets, the odds of that happening again
Pray the fates fulfill your dreams as they did mine.
aren't particularly phenomenal.
Zagreus, you're back. Got all the way to the surface back there, huh?
Fine work, wretched broker.
I like it when the broker is happy. I like his little happy sounds of I still don't know if we need diamonds anymore, so I'm gonna just buy them because I like diamonds more than Titan Blood at this point. Titan Blood is virtually useless. Oh right, we didn't fish.
Everything is taken care of.
Alright. Also, apologies if my commentary is super fast-paced. This is how my brain works when I'm in speedrun mode, I guess.
Seems I failed once again to persuade Nyx to take some personal time.
Isn't her time with Chaos kind of personal time? I mean, she seems to imply that it is also her time with Ares. But yeah, I guess just her and herself. Maybe she's more of the social mommy type character. Why do I call her that? You heard nothing, Kiwi. You heard nothing. Here, listen to us actually play good music. What I'm trying to figure out is we only play like a small chord, so it's hard to tell. But sometimes I hear In the Blood, and sometimes I hear the hymn that Orpheus made about all of Zagreus's tall tales, and then sometimes I hear Farewell, the Eurydice Orpheus song.
Less prattle, more battle, boyo. Give me all you got.
All right, we've got ourselves another sword run coming up. I don't know how I'm going to build this, but we are going to build it in some stupid way, I'm sure. With all that said, Kiwi, I hope you've enjoyed watching. And if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're sleeping, I hope you're sleeping well. I love you.
Miss me, boyo.
And I will see you in the next one.